In today's story, I legitimately thought with the reintroduction of a certain rogue character that does nothing but exposition, we'd get nothing but flashbacks. But I was wrong. I've never been so happy to be so wrong.
Funny.
Give away your entire plot once every 40 episodes, all my fellow feature outlaws. This is Card Game vs. Humanity, and I am the NAKAK Double G. Finally back with those recaps that I know you missed. If I said I didn't get a wee bit lazy before celebrating my birthday, I'd be lying. So as per usual, if you enjoyed, don't forget that sub, that bell, that like, hit up the Patreon if you want to support me. Leave a comment telling me if, like me, you're starting to wonder if Shoddy is the main villain of this story, because his actions just lead to so many people dying. What's that? Shoddy? We haven't seen him in like 40 episodes. Don't worry, here's a random recap showing off shit from episode 1 and then episode 40. Also, we blew up Bakura. He nearly died, so there's gonna be an appropriate 30-minute break between duels to give people the appropriate time for grieving. While Merrick sits there and pisses me off further by playing with more ice inside this cup. At least it's not as much this time.
That's his room, but you don't want to disturb him.
I think I heard my mom say that to a house guest once around the same time I hit puberty. Joey Hammerfist Seto's door in a perfect rhythm before Mokuba begs him to stop. Really landing a clean hit on Kaiba as he opened the door, mind you. Tristan does have to tell him to calm down and hold him back because he knows he's the only one strong enough to fight Kaiba's ego should he go off. Seto Kaiba then does his best impression of the police.
If he gets any worse than he is right now, you'll be responsible.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
A random 6-year-old appears. Oh wait, that's Serenity. Begging Kaiba to have some compassion, a word he's never heard before. Before Tristan and Duke butt in immediately like some white knights on Reddit who are defending her stance. He says Bakura's health is more important than your silly little game, clearly not understanding this show's destiny. Apparently this innocence is what Seto Kaiba needed to just get up, walk 5 steps over to the phone, and then just, call the medical staff that he had on hand this entire time, and didn't bother to contact once in the entire last hour of need. Tristan tries to tell Serenity how brave she was for standing up to Kaiba like that. But before he gets to make a move, Duke goes into full bad boy mode, establishing physical contact immediately like a boss. Oh, by the way, that Millennium Ring that you guys gotta find, we got it. You guys should spend your time preparing your decks for your opponent that you won't know until about 5 minutes before the duel anyways. Tristan does the slickest, most passive-aggressive chokehold I've ever seen in my life, telling Duke that they're gonna be the best of friends. As friends who are gonna find that ring together. No secret intentions whatsoever, just ignore him almost dying with me using 1% of my power. Both of them head up to the cold, windy dueling arena alone. Tristan reveals that Duke's been a pain in his neck ever since the day that he met him, despite the fact that he saved them with fucking dice.
Girls dig men of action. And you, well, you're no man of action.
You may not want to fuck with a man who can literally frame skip up a 30-feet wall with no visible way to climb it, or shoulder tackle through a steel door that was bolted shut. You're playing with fire. Unfortunately, tonight Tristan's game is just a bit off as he charges towards Duke and then botches in a Sin Cara-like fashion, knocking them both off the side of the blimp as he barely manages to grab onto the railing, saving both of their lives. But wait, don't worry. Tristan's got a plan.
Someone! Anyone help us!
What a fucking plan. Despite being capable of just whipping them both up onto the dueling arena with one foul swoop, Tristan is honor-bound not to reveal his secret powers unless it's absolutely necessary and seconds away from death. Giving us the best voice acting of all time while his hand starts to slip. My hand is slipping, man. Oh no, I can't hold on much longer, man. If it slips, we're both going to die. Oh man. Oh wait, a strange man in a robe comes out of nowhere and saves them both, pulling them up to safety. And for some reason, they both can't see who it is, despite him just standing right in front of them as they're sitting there. Actually, Duke doesn't question any of this or how they got saved. I just guess it must have been the wind. Okay, why does Yugi have Black Illusion Ritual in his deck? Did he take it from Pegasus when no one was looking? Also, Cyberjar is not a magic card. That would be absolutely devastating. Wild Shoddy appears in Yugi's room while he's interrupting his deck building on a deck that he barely ever changes anyway. He's very proud of Yugi learning almost nothing since their last visit, saying he's here because the mystical alignment is off, aka he sensed another woman was holding a Millennium item and a Shizu was bad enough.
All 7 items are on board this vessel.
Oh, so where's the scale? No, really, I'll wait. My name is Shoddy, and I'm not really actually allowed to progress the story in any way, so here's more of what you've all come to love. Flashbacks of Pegasus during the time he created Duel Monsters, something I know I've never shown you or talked about before. By having created most of the game, Pegasus was not satisfied until he had the 3 Egyptian god cards. It just wouldn't be complete without them. I mean, just ignore the thousands of other cards I made after that point. Being the obsessed bitch that he was, he took another trip to Egypt to try and find them, where naturally, as you figured, Shoddy appeared. He says you'll never find them, that no mortal can, and oh, by the way, actually, they're just in that well over there about 50 feet away from us, so just follow me. Revealing an entire ancient city that no one's ever laid eyes on since, so make sure you take lots of pictures for exploitation.
Why aren't they stopping us?
We're invisible, cloaked in the magic of my item.
Oh, apparently these guards have been just standing here for thousands of years and never age, sleep, eat, or just move in general. No explanation on that? Okay. Our travelers walk for hours inside this ancient city until they hit a large gate that I guess just opens up for them as soon as they get there. Oh, by the way, my name is Shoddy and I'm a good character here to help the world, so you can't take anything, but take as many pics as you'd like. Nothing bad is gonna happen, I promise. I don't have any ill intentions whatsoever with the words of advice that I'm giving you currently right now. I'm a good character. Inside, Pegasus finally comes face to face with that giant rock with the 3 Egyptian god cards on it, as well as the depiction of the battle between the high priest and the pharaoh. Finally, his collection is complete and his game is ready. He'll never have to make another card again. Pegasus and his crew return home to make the 3 god cards, but receive some unfortunate news shortly after.
Everyone involved in my Egyptian god card project has met with disaster?
AKA Shoddy lied and everyone died, and that's about as far as we'll go to admit any of it. Like this guy named Robert that was looking at pics of Obelisk, who was very upset that they didn't ask for consent before taking pics of him fully nude. Apparently this rage is so strong that it allows him to come out of the fucking picture and kill a human without tributing. What about Tim over in editing? I heard he was caught looking at stills of Slifer, a Slifer that started checking his browsing history and did not like it what he saw.
What on earth is that?
Damn, he must have been into some sick shit to produce a shame so strong that Slifer just appeared wrapped around a building just to kill one man. Being the only one on the show that seems to have some sort of logic, Croquet insists that they halt this project, something Pegasus will just not comply with. Finally deciding to just finish the cards himself with the protection of his Millennium Eye. Surely that'll do the trick. After spending hours spilling paint all over the floor like a messy Bessie, Pegasus finally finishes his rendition of the god, somehow quickly falling asleep in a wooden chair that does not look comfortable at all. What he didn't expect is instant PTSD caused by the gods using their Dream Eater attack, revealing the destruction of the entire world as seemingly laid out thanks to Pegasus's actions. I'm just wondering, why would they start with their own land? You think they'd attack a neighboring country or something? Or like Detroit. Parody says Pegasus was never meant to take pics of the gods or draw them like I said he could, and now they're really pissed because I'm good at my job. Why did he scream that while transforming? Like it's been a good at least 60 episodes since they've done that? The episode ends with a 2-minute warning that the next duel is about to begin before Shizu starts monologuing so badly that even Shoddy gets bored and leaves right away. Well, that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and of course a shout out to all my patrons. It was my birthday over the weekend, so if you forgot to contribute to the Fried Coconut Shrimp Fund, I'll leave the link in the description below so you can make up for it. It's okay. I understand. This has been the man from Earth with all the girls, ladies and gentlemen. Promise we get more episodes lined up again. It's coming. It'll happen. Later. Joey Hammerfist Seto's door in a perfect. Okay, why does Yugi have black illusion? Being the obsessed bitch that he was, he took another trip to Egypt.